Good afternoon, Cowboys fans. Welcome to Caffeine News. Wanted to get on and kind of share the Eagles versus Cowboys and my predictions for the game. So, the NFL season will kick off on Thursday at Lincoln Field as the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles begin their title defense against the NFC rival, the Dallas Cowboys. The preview, which I'm about to provide, really it's going to give the latest information, the head-to-head record, and the predictions. Okay, so for those of you that don't already know, the game is Thursday night, September 4th at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be played at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. The weather is supposed to be around 75 degrees, mostly clear, and 9-mile-per-hour winds. Where to watch? YouTube TV, NBC, Peacock, etc. So the Eagles and the Cowboys do have a vast playing history, as they've been in the same division for over 50 years. Dallas leads the series with 74 wins, while Philadelphia has 58 victories. The two franchises have had considerable success and made the postseason with regularity, but have only met 4 times in the playoffs, with the Cowboys holding a 3-1 record. The matchup was completely lopsided last season, as the Eagles won both games by a combined score of 75-13. So, with that said, we are going to get into the prediction. So, the Eagles and the Cowboys will have their juices going on Thursday night in Philly as both teams enter the 2025 season with high expectations. Head coach Nick Sirianni will be tasked with leading a title defense charge, as opposing teams will have the Eagles circled on their calendars with hopes of taking down the reigning champions. Dallas has been in the headlines recently as they dealt away superstar pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers after deciding not to pay him top-of-the-line money despite his 2-time All-Pro honors in 4 seasons. They got back 3-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark, who will aid in helping against the run. That has been a significant deficiency for the Cowboys in recent years, as they allowed 137 rushing yards per game, which was 17th in the league last season, 112 yards per game in 2023. That's precisely where Philadelphia excels offensively, as they were second in the NFL last season in rushing for 179 yards per game on average. Star running back Saquon Barkley is back after a banner 2024 campaign with 345 carries, 2,005 yards, and 13 touchdowns. He capped it off by running for 442 yards in the Eagles' postseason run. It's hard to see a complete flip in the running stop abilities for Dallas, potentially spelling doom for them as the game wears on. Offensively for the Cowboys, they'll be heavily reliant on quarterback Dak Prescott and the passing game. Their running room, headlined by former Denver Broncos Javonte Williams, is arguably the weakest unit on the roster and really more notably untested. Meanwhile, the wide receiver room has the potential to be the strongest, as they'll chart out star-studded duo of CeeDee Lamb and newly acquired wide receiver George Pickens. Across from them will be a capable secondary and second-year cornerbacks Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Both were key pieces in Philly's Super Bowl run and will be expected to step up even more with the second year within the organization. The Eagles' wide receiver duo is no slouch. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith combined for 1,912 yards and 15 touchdowns last season, giving quarterback Jalen Hurts 2 Pro Bowl caliber receivers to throw to. Throughout this game, several intriguing matchups are present, but looking beyond that at the overall depth between these two teams, I do believe Philadelphia wins out in a landslide. They're far better in the trenches on both sides of the ball. have a much more talented secondary and have potentially the best running in the NFL. The Eagles will open the season with a healthy dose of Barkley carries running all over an undermanned Cowboys run defense. In front of a home crowd, Philadelphia runs literally away with this one in the second half. So my final prediction is going to be Eagles 28, Cowboys 20. And some of the key elements here are going to be, what does our running game actually look like? Because it's not been tested. What is the rest of those pieces on our offensive line going to look like? And then lastly, we do have questions with some injuries and who exactly will or won't play when it comes to Dallas's secondary. If Diggs doesn't play, even if he does play, is it going to be on limited snaps? So I think there's some key elements here that we just don't know yet. But I'm going to kind of go with, just on an emotional night in Philly where they're weighing their, they're going to be raising that banner, all the negative news, Shoddy's first game. It just seems like there's a lot to overcome, and there's no proof yet on some of these weak areas on the team if they've actually improved. So really, it's a prove it game. But like I said, I think it's going to be 28-20. You may say, well, where's the justification for that score? Well, honestly, the Eagles are a better team, and we have some unproven elements within our team. And until they prove otherwise, that's my prediction. Let's hope for an upset, but I don't know. What do you think? Leave comments down below. Do you agree with my prediction? Am I off my rocker? What do you think? If you like a little video like this, let me know. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Give me a chance. Thank you. Caffeine News out. Go Cowboys.